All right, quick and dirty analysis. We see we're holding above this 50%. Again, we're still in this tight range. We don't want to get too, we see that we're kind of in this box right here, or we could see that we've been pretty much in this, let me put that box back up, this box right here range. So we just have to be very, very careful. Again, the only good thing is we have higher lows in place. Again, you still have the lower highs in place and the higher lows. So we kind of have to see who shows their hand. We want to see some follow through tomorrow as well. Who else do we have here? We have the NQ. Again, that looks good. Again, if you're looking to be bull side, again, you still have to respect the fact that these lower highs are in place, and you just want some more follow through. The NQ actually wasn't showing as much as the ES regarding strength, because it was down a little bit today when the ES was running up, so it was kind of a little quirky little action. But again, until you break below here, we still have to respect that the trend is to the upside, but it's still within this box. And we just want to make sure that we're not chopped up going into it. So we have that box that I just showed and the lower highs. So we just want to be, again, if you want to quarter up the position size, that's fine. The Dow is going to look good, but again, it doesn't take many movement in the names for the Dow to look good. And that's something that you got to just make sure you keep in mind. You also have IWM, the hammer yesterday popping back up, but you could see that we've been pretty much in a tight type of boxy range. You could say this has been going on, or if you just roll it up a little bit higher, maybe above here, if I drew this box over, it just, again, the price action is just very, very confused. You can see we've pretty much been in this type of range going for a while, but again, we take 50% of this range, we're above that, so we still have to respect that we haven't seen a breakdown as yet. Let's look at some individual names. Let's look at IBM. IBM, again, it's still in a downtrend. So again, it's a big movement for the day, but it's still in a downtrend. So we just have to be cautious with just saying, okay, these Dow components are ready to tear, because don't look that good. We got American Express, another one. Is this trend up? No. So again, you want to make sure you're looking at good, and I'm going to show some good names that move today, but again, you want to make sure that this one day doesn't, understand that the Dow is going to be, it doesn't take that much movement to make it up 300 points. You got, IBM, you got American Express, you got Procter and Gamble. It doesn't take much for these. Again, is this an uptrend or downtrend? Okay, that's the thing that you need to really look at. Is it an uptrend or downtrend? Don't just look at the individual day, because a day doesn't make or break the market. You got CME. CME, again, is trading sideways. It'll be hard to short this right now, but you see you have the lower highs in place, and that's the lower highs in place and the higher lows. So again, you have to respect, maybe you take the swing from here and look up to see regarding the 50% retracement type of deal right there. So you can see it touched it, but again, it still has these lower highs in place. You have some weird action. You have Google. That again, it gave you the initial pop, but I mean, some people were looking at this inside day, and maybe this is the second inside day that people would like. But again, you got the pop above, and where do you put your stop? Do you put your stop below there, or you put your stop below here? I'm not sure. So again, we still have to make sure we look at the overall movement. Maybe we take a swing from here down. If I take that midpoint, from here down, you can still see that it's right there. So again, but it's moving violently right now. But you do have the higher low, so maybe that's something else, and maybe you could get a pivot here. But you just have to be cautious regarding that. You got Bank of America. Again, good move today, but is this something that you would say is in a bull type of pattern? No. It's made a massive drop off a cliff, and then again it moves up, but you have to look at the overall trend of the market. You have a second one as well. You have JP Morgan. Let's look at that. JP Morgan, same type of deal. You don't want to get too hyped up on just the Dow movement or the index movement, but also look at the names and say, listen, this is below 59, and it's not looking that good. Again, and it could run back up there, but who knows? But again, it's retraced all the way back to this previous level, and it dropped off pretty significantly when it did. You got Baba. That one is looking. I mean, again, if you're looking to go long this, hey, it's just your money, it's not mine. But I wouldn't be looking to go long this at all. You have U.S. Steel. Again, these components, they move up pretty good, but again, you just want to make sure you're not losing sight of the big picture here. You're not losing sight of, okay, it's way below there. So again, it could pop up a couple days, but again, if it breaks a low again, maybe it'd be a good short. And kind of just go from there and see what your names are doing. Again, like I said, you had good ones. Netflix, that one did really well. Just pull back and continue to the upside. You have Apple. I think Apple is actually going more into. I would be taking profits, quite honestly, or tighten up my stops really tight. It just looks like the volume is drying up, and again, you've had a good move if you caught down here and held over earnings. Again, I think that's a good. You made some good money, so don't be a pig and get caught up where you should be taking some type of profits, thinking it's going to go to the moon, and it happens to everybody. Again, Amazon, I wouldn't be sure on this, but again, I would expect some type of retracement coming back to these previous highs around here. Plus, it's a hell of a move. I mean, it just doesn't go straight up or straight down. There's a significant amount of volume on this candle. So I don't know if this is exhaustion or not, but we want it not to go back into this. We don't want it to go back into this gap and then give us a lower high and drop that down. But I wouldn't say that as well. It could do the same thing as the Netflix that I just showed you previously. So let's see how this one plays out and go from there. Take care.